Hola, Gemini, Aries. Gemini, Sun, Aries, Moons, welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. When you view it is when you're meant to see it. Doesn't matter the time of year. I'm doing these in order of requests in the comments. Be sure to post yours up. And while you're waiting for yours to be done, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are still in my playlist. The first portion of this reading, we'll go over the traits of your Sun Moon combination. I'll lay out the main cards. We'll take a quick look at your 2020. Second portion of this reading will be the link below to the Vimeo reading, where I'll have a deeper interpretation of the cards with clarifiers. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 separate sectors. So let's get to your Sun Moon combination. So you guys are a speedy energy. The minute I saw it, I was like, whoa, okay. When an opportunity comes your way, you make sure that you seize it. You do enjoy doing different things and multitasking because your mind is always on the move. You don't like just sitting still. Most people are just tired watching you kind of operate. Everything about you demands stimulation and exploration, and you're really kind of drawn to it and you crave it. And one of the things you do is you actually will stir things up. If things aren't exciting enough, you'll kind of like poke the bear, or you'll kind of stir things up to kind of make things more excited. You're always really interested in the world around you endlessly. You can be a very nervous person, very excitable, and then you throw the energy in with Aries, and that adds thinking very quickly and having an aggressive and combative kind of mode about you. Organized confusion is how you guys would actually be termed best. You're great at getting information, but you're also equally great at forgetting it just as quickly. Your mind isn't your best asset, okay? Even though you guys are very insightful, perceptive, and you're really intelligent. That might be the reason why you have behavior patterns of repetition, like always going over the same things again and again. You do have your main assets actually are really good comprehension, speed, versatility. Getting what you want is usually a priority, and you expect to get double back for what you put in. You do find yourself being put in situations that are nerve-wracking at times, and it's very hard for a person that's as nervous as you are to kind of deal with it. Athletics, social activities are great outlets for your nervousness. Big decisions, you usually do big decisions pretty quickly because you have a speedy thought process, but sometimes disaster can happen when you make a decision under these circumstances. When you're asked to listen, you're usually not interested. However, when it comes to talking about what you're passionate about and your ideas, you're all over it. And those ideas usually change a lot because that's how you are. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere. Instant satisfaction doesn't always work out, and that's something you need to learn. Patience, which is something you should work on in 2020, will help you a lot in getting what you want to achieve. Try to limit all the interests that you have. Try to channel them a little bit. Be reasonable in regards to what you can achieve or how many you can get done. Communication is a great career for you to get into, even being a detective or a critic, because you're excellent at perceiving things. You come up with very original solutions, and this makes you a very good problem solver. Your biggest issue is coping with stress. You don't deal with that very well, so that kind of goes back to sports and activities and social activities and things like that. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Gemini, Sun, Aries, Moons? What do you see? What do they need to know for the year 2020? Any messages you have that can help them reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine would be greatly appreciated. Gemini, Sun, Aries, Moons, for year 2020. What do you see? What do they need to know for their greater good? Please. Okay. What do you see for Gemini, Sun, Aries, Moons? I hope I've been saying that right. For January, February, March, you have the Nine of Swords in reversed. Keep in mind, if you would like, if this resonates, consider a personal reading. Rates info and email are below. Just send me an email. We'll set that up. We have the King of Cups in the upright for April, May, June. Ask me a question on Instago. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Insta. Three of Wands in the upright for July, August, September. And then if you could like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below in appreciation of my efforts, that would be awesome. Okay, Nine of Swords. So you guys are working in January, February, and March, kind of like not letting your head get the best of you. So actually, for some of you, I get trying to slow your mind down. So that's good. You kind of took in some of the things that we talked about and are trying to do that. Trying to come out of a lot of the mental what do they call them? Mental, not illnesses. Oh my gosh, mental products. I'm just going to say mental products for now until I think of a better word that result from that. So anxiety, sleeplessness, being depressed, worrying too much, over analyzing, things like that. I think you're really working on it in January, February, March. You're like, I don't want to be like this anymore. I need to slow my mind down. I need to come out of this. And I need to figure out different ways to kind of different ways to kind of do this. And you're realizing that the way you've been conducting things have actually been making you more agitated and more fearful. And you're looking at the reality of situations and kind of slowing down, like I said. Stopping with the over worrying, listening to your subconscious, listening to your dreams a little bit more. Okay, so I think that's good. And I think that in doing that, it works out well for you because you align yourself with this person, the King of Cups, in April, May, June. And this King of Cups is actually my favorite out of the entire deck when it comes to the people, the court cards, because he's so in control of his emotions. He's so mature. He's a great mentor, a great patriarch. He just doesn't lose his shit. You know what I mean? He's a great partner. He's a great friend. He listens to what you have to say, but he's not judgy. He sympathizes with you. And I feel like because of you kind of getting a handle on things here, you're attracting somebody like this to you in April, May, June. And this could be a colleague, a coworker, a friend, a boss. Remember, keep in mind this is a general reading, so however it resonates for you. And as a result, I feel like more opportunities open up for you. And I because I think you're thinking differently now. You're aligning with this person. So now you're kind of looking at everything that's out there and things that can happen based on this new version of yourself that you have become or you have been working on. So you're realizing, for one, you might have more earning potential. You might want to travel. You might want to start dating people that you don't typically date. I really think I really like this. Any reading that's like a self-improvement, being aware of your flaws and kind of building on that is a really awesome reading for me. Now, I get concerned at the end of the year because we have the Seven of Wands here in reverse. So, I mean, the Seven of Wands, and I'm getting from this that you're starting to get overwhelmed. So you might start to feel like, and try not to get too wrapped up in either other people judging or criticizing you, judging or criticizing yourself or whatever. Stay on course, because whatever you're doing here is great. And I want you to stay on course. And I don't want you to kind of like, somebody might have said something to you and you're like, why bother? Or you just feel like you have too many flaws or too many faults. Why should I even, stay on course, because I think you're doing great. This is problematic. And again, the end of the year is always the holidays. You run into friends, family. We have reunions of sorts. So I feel like, exposure to people and then being judgy, you might kind of let it affect you a little bit more than you should, or let it get you riled up. Don't let that happen, okay? Just kind of push on through that. It would be my suggestion for you. Okay, so if this resonates, consider a personal reading. Like I said, just send me an email and/or click on the Vimeo link below. It'll take you to where you need to go. Check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings on my playlist. Ask me a question on Instago. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and/or click on the donate button below. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.